Hi there, my name is Adam Davidson, owner of Dental Digital. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made a dentist £72,500 from 5 full arch dental implant cases in the first 15 days of them advertising implants. And also how they spent just £285, I'll just make myself a little bit smaller here, how they spent just £285 to achieve this result and how they're getting continuous full arch inquiries every single day. So currently, if you own a dental practice and you would like more dental implant patients coming into the practice consistently on top of what you're already doing right now, if you'd like more consistent work for implant at your practice, whether that be for single implants, multiple implants, all on four, full arch cases, give this video a listen. I'm going to show you exactly how, like I said, I made this practice £72,500 in literally the first 15 days of them advertising implants in their area. So basically, the client that I'm currently working with, just to show you, is Meet Dr. Paul Devine. So Dr. Paul Devine is the practice that I actually made this happen for. So me and Paul started working together on the 9th of August, okay, and he came to me before the 9th of August, and we basically discussed that we want to promote dental implants in his area, in his local area around his practice, which he's based in Scotland himself. He has a number of different practices that he works with. This is for one of them. And basically, we planned to run dental implant promotions for him designed to attract new dental implant cases in general. Okay, so we're promoting implants in general. However, we had a particular focus on full arches or arch cases because these are the most beneficial for Paul himself. And, a lot of practices in general would rather have big cases go ahead at the practice as, there's a lot of extra revenue you can earn just from a few cases. So we are focusing currently on dental implant promotions with a specific focus around arches. Okay, and then we started running those promotions on the 9th of August. As you can see here, we started running marketing campaigns in the area to attract more patients for these treatments on the 9th of August 2024, so just early this month. Now, on the 15th of August, so on the 15th of August is within the first week of advertising, Paul messaged me on WhatsApp, which I'll show you after, saying that he made 12.5k from an upper arch case just within the first week. Okay, so he already had a 12.5k return within the first week of advertising implants in the area, which is absolutely amazing. However, he then came through to me on the 22nd of August. Okay, so this is 15 days later from the 9th, basically saying that he had a further 4 full arch cases, which was worth around £60,000 in the first 15 days. Okay, so he had 60k worth of treatment on the 22nd go ahead, and he had 12.5k on the 15th of August go ahead. So if you add those two up together, it's basically £72,500 in extra revenue in 15 days of advertising implants with a specific focus on full arch. So in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how he's currently doing that and how I'm doing it for them. So first of all, just to show you the actual WhatsApp messages. So this is the one he sent me on the 15th. You can see here, someone went ahead with a full upper arch and went with the premium option, which is 12.5k. However, this person at the time could have had their husband go ahead with the treatment as well. So it could have potentially been double of £25,000. However, on that particular day, they made 12,500, again, within the first week of advertising. And then this is the message they sent me on the 22nd of August, or Paul sent me on the 22nd of August. And basically, you can see here, he said 4 arches booked in today, about 60k's worth of work. Okay, so if you add those two together, and in actual fact, if you read this message here, the partner of the original person who came in actually did go ahead with the treatment. Okay, and again, I can't stress enough, this is literally in the first 15 days, and they only spent about £285, I believe it is, just to go back to yes. So they actually spent £285 on their campaign to achieve this. Oh, in actual fact, I put it here. So this is the actual adverts, the analytics on Facebook that's currently running. So this is up until the 9th to the 22nd, I believe it is. And you can see here, £285 has been spent in total. They had a total of about 19 inquiries, of which they had 5 go ahead from, in which they've still got people booking in, by the way, which I'll show you that a little bit later on. So if you're in a position where you would like to achieve this, you'd like big cases coming in, I mean, obviously that's huge amounts of extra revenue just within a couple of weeks. It could be much more than that by the end of this month, and obviously months going ahead. Then this next section of the video is the part that you want to listen to. So how are they doing it? Okay, so first of all, they have a good offer on their full arch or arch treatments. Again, like I said, they are specifically focusing on this in their adverts. So they're running a general dental implant advert just to talk about, or attract people in for implants in general. But their sort of talking points and what's on their landing page talks about the arches more. which again, I'll show you a little bit later in this video. But what they do have is a good offer on their arch treatments or full arch treatments. And this is what you want. You want to look in your area and you want to see, okay, how can you beat their offer? The thing is, when you're advertising on Facebook and Instagram, which is exactly how they're doing it, which I'll get into, you're reaching a lot of brand new people, new faces. Okay, so when you advertise on Facebook and Instagram, you can reach hundreds of thousands of people. But the problem is, most of those people don't know who you are. So you need some kind of enticing offer to get them in. Okay, and that is just the nature of marketing. But if you can get your head around that and you can come up with a good offer, especially for something like arches, which is obviously potentially tens of thousands of pounds, so you can, give a little bit more of an offer on it, especially on those bigger treatments, and come up with a nice, attractive sort of package offer. That's going to be step one, okay? Because if you've got an offer that you think the market would be interested in, that's a lot of the work done there, okay? So that's number one. Number two is once you've got your good offer, you can then use Facebook advertising to target people aged 35 plus within a 15-mile radius. This is what this practice is doing. So they're targeting an older age range, which you can do through Facebook and Instagram advertising. I know I'm mentioning Instagram here because they are also running their ads for Instagram, but a lot of their inquiries will come through the Facebook as well because Facebook owns Instagram. So that's why I'm mentioning just Facebook, because the Meta platform owns both Facebook and Instagram. However, like I said, they're targeting people 35 plus within a 15-mile radius. That can be different for your practice, okay? Because you may think, okay, well, I can get people from 25 miles away. You need to think, how far realistically can you target where people will travel? Realistically, people who's never heard of you. Okay, so that oftentimes is just your local area or just outside. Now, the advert itself calls out the audience and invites people in for a free assessment. People who are then interested in coming in for a free assessment because they've seen the advert and they could potentially need implants themselves, they click on the advert, fill in their details on a landing page designed just for this practice. Okay, so I've designed this landing page for this practice specifically and gives them all the information they could possibly need before becoming a lead. So on the landing page, it goes over things like how the implants work, the pricing and everything. So before they fill in their information, they've already qualified themselves to a certain extent. The person will then receive an automated text message as soon as they fill in the information to their phone through an AI system that I use that basically texts them right away to get them talking and to get them basically conversating with who they think is the practice at the time. But really, it's just an automated sort of text message that's going out to them, which gets them talking right away. Because when it comes to people filling in their information, you need to be on the ball. You need to have a team who's on the ball, who's contacting them right away. However, this just makes it a lot easier if you've got sort of a system that can start a conversation with the inquiries right away, which currently happens with these inquiries, and it makes a huge difference. The person will then, once the team receive their information, so the person will first of all receive an automated message, but then at the same time, the team will receive their information as well. They will then go ahead and contact the person following a structure that I've trained them on, which is proven to get lots of leads booked in for consultations. Okay, so just to sort of summarize, you want a good offer. You want to use Facebook, Instagram adverts to target people in your local area. You, on your advert, obviously want to talk about implants and who it's for and what the offer is, of course. Now, when people click on your advert, you don't want to send them to your website. You want to send them to an individual landing page designed just for that specific offer that you're running. Once people actually click on the landing page, they'll get a chance to see your before and afters, how it works, your team, and also pricing, so they can qualify themselves before they become an inquiry. That means you get a higher quality of person. And then once that person comes through, you want to have a good team that follows a structured system, which I can show you at a later date, that will help the team basically book in a lot of these, because at that point they're only really a lead, so it will help them book in a lot of them. And you also want some kind of automated system as well that will text them straight away to get the person talking straight away. Okay, so that is fundamentally how this practice are currently doing it. Now, this is an example of the advert they're running. Now, they have multiple adverts running, okay, and I've blocked out a lot of stuff here because obviously, there's a lot of sort of confidential information that I'm not going to show. However, typically this is just how they come up on the news feed. So you can see here the first sentence is, how would you like to replace missing teeth and get a brand new smile this summer? There's also multiple versions. Things like, how would you like to replace missing teeth this summer? How would you like to permanently replace missing teeth? How would you like to eat and chew the food, eat and speak, with confidence again? Lots of stuff, right? You just need to think about how can you attract people in for an implant consult. Who are you talking to? You're talking to people who are missing teeth, who want new teeth, who need new teeth. And a lot of the time there's a lot of emotional sort of, emotional reasoning behind that as to why someone would want that. So you just need to touch on that in your advert. And then when someone clicks on see more, there's a whole description below about the offer that they're offering. Okay. This is just one example of some content that we're using. But again, there's multiple different examples that you can use pictures like this. You can use actual before and after images. You can use pictures of the patients, testimonials, There's a whole bunch of different images that you can use, as long as it's fundamentally showing what it is you're actually offering, basically. Now, there are obviously more nuances to that, but I'm not going to go into that in this video. I'm just literally showing you what this practice is currently doing. So then when someone clicks on that advert, right, so when they click on learn more, as I said, they go to a landing page. Now, again, I've blocked out a lot of stuff here on this landing page. There's a lot of information about the practice, but you can see here, this is their current offer. But again, you can just have a good offer which would resonate in your area. And you can see here on this landing page, this is not their website. This is something I've designed for them. There's literally a form for them to fill in, name, number, and email. However, there's also, as they scroll down on this page, this is a screenshot, but as they scroll down on this page, they can click on dental implants, as in to learn more about how it works, what to expect, so what's expected within the process, the fees, so they can understand that, testimonials before and afters, meet the dentist themselves, so they can get an idea of who the dentist is, who's doing it, the location. So everything's on this one page. It's not a website, it's just one page, okay, that they go to that gives them one call to action, so you make it super simple for them. These pages are really good in qualifying people, getting more inquiries than you usually would, because there's one simple way for them to fill in the form. There's no distractions like a website. And on top of that, you can track all of your results as well, which takes me to my next part, which is these are the kind of results they're getting. I literally made this screenshot today. You can see here they've had 2 people come through within the last 20 hours. Obviously, I've blocked out name, numbers, and emails. I had 1 person come through a day ago, then 2 people 3 days ago. They had a little dip for a few days, which will happen here and there, especially when you're promoting high-end treatments. You're going to have the odd dip here and there. But in general, they average about 1 a day, 1 new inquiry every single day. So you can see here, this is a further list as I'm going down. 8 days ago, 9 days ago, they had 3 10 days ago. They had a further 2 11 days ago, and then 2 12 days ago. So this goes on and on and on. Like this is, again, a further list. So this happens all the way back to 17 days ago. They've been going a little bit longer than that. But about 17 days ago, they've had a total of, I believe, it doesn't say on here, but about 20 or so inquiries, because they have the odd dip here and there, but the days that they're getting inquiries through, they'll get 2 or 3 on the one day. So essentially, they're getting consistent inquiries every day for these full arches. And this is why, at the same time, it also is a numbers game. You need a campaign that's going to bring you in interest. And this is what it does. At the same time, all of these people are super qualified. And that's why they've had the results from the 19 or so people, or I believe they've had around 26 or 27 people now in total actually fill in their forms. They've had, already had 5 full arch or upper arch and full arch implant cases, which is huge. But they've also got, again, consistent flow of people booked in for consultations and coming through to the practice who's yet to even come in, and potentially they could also go ahead with treatment as well. So it's a consistent thing. Okay, so, you can make yourself, if you have a system like this, you can make tens of thousands, literally tens of thousands in the space of, a month. And you can make that every single month, month in, month out. Anyway, so that is how I done it for them. If you have any questions, you would like to know how you could do it specifically for your practice, you definitely want to jump on this going into September, because September, October, November are the best times to promote. In actual fact, you must remember we've achieved this result within the height of the summer. August is often the slowest month that I found. And we've still managed to get this result. So it's only going to get better from September onwards. So if you want more implant patients coming in, get in contact with me. I've left the link to my website below, which you can book a call with me. Only if you're a practice, please. So I would appreciate if you actually own a practice and you're looking for more dental implant patients, or any other treatments as well. Invisalign, this strategy works for any treatment, but implants specifically. And then, so you can get in touch with me, ask me any questions, of course, and I can show you specifically how you can do it for your practice.